man, it's been a while. For me, obviously, it's been like a week or two since I recorded the last video. It's been a while. It's been school started, depression has already hit, and I just started school. So it's something interesting. Lonely man rules of modern dating and understanding women. It's complicated. LA Strip, let's get it.
Thank you all for 200K. If you want to support this
Thank you for these type of videos.
channel, please consider making a donation or clip my videos and share it on all platforms.
I'm doing a reaction, so it's kind of like, though nobody's gonna see this shit, it's kind of like I'm supporting you, twin.
Don't forget to tag me.
Yeah, I got you. I don't know how to, but I'll tell you. Appreciate it. Opinions captured in this video do not necessarily reflect the views of the creators.
Is it easier for
They're beautiful.
a man or a woman
What the fuck is this, though? Bruno Mars. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Women-
Wait, is that other nigga they have that group with?
to acquire sex?
It is much easier
What the
for a
fuck?
woman to acquire sex.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Why is that?
Because you just have to put your pussy out
Because
there.
we choose.
Yeah.
We choose whether or not we have the option of whether
Yeah.
or not we're
Men don't
gonna let a
choose.
man have sex or not.
That's true.
I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Oh my fucking god.
Don't women typically consent to sex?
Yes, they do.
Consent goes both ways.
Right. Well, let me ask you this.
That's not actually true. I know a lot. Okay. I'm finna sound like a weirdo, but I seen a lot of threads and shit, and like niggas be talking about all the time. They be like, they never like. Sometimes they be talking to girls, and like especially on like Reddit stories. Sometimes the girl just be fucking them, and like it's not like they hated it, they experienced it, but it wasn't like something that they wanted to do. Kind of. It's kind of like something that it happened. If that makes any sense.
What's the longest that a man's ever made you wait for sex?
You know what? It's happened. I don't know.
But does that
She didn't say a number.
typically happen?
Maybe. Ooh, no, it doesn't typically happen.
Okay, so,
Yeah, so shut your bitch ass up.
isn't
Sorry,
it
I'm
fair
very
to say
aggressive.
that women generally control access to sex more than men
If
do?
a woman wants sex, she can get it. If a man wants sex, doesn't mean that he can necessarily get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is it safe to say that women typically control access to sex more than men do?
Yes. Yes.
Because it's easier
Say yes.
for sex than it is for a man?
Yes. Yes.
I don't like the phrasing that you're boxing me into, but
But I mean,
Shawty, what box, bitch? You're not in a box, nigga. There's no box, nigga. It's a general question.
do you have a different way of explaining it? I mean, is that not generally true?
I think that
I mean, if it's easier for a woman to get sex and it's harder for a man to get sex,
Damn.
we can't conclude that women typically control access.
Damn. Now look at you. You're fucking puzzled.
okay.
It's
Okay.
easier for a girl for sure.
W.
Yeah, guys are thirsty.
Yeah, it's true. A lot niggas are just horny. It's just nature. It's nature.
Since it's
But at that same clause, I just do want to add this in because I read this like I think Annalise said something about it the other day. Just because niggas is horny does not mean niggas have to cheat. Some niggas can't. I think a majority of niggas can fuck the same shit a lot of the times. They just don't want to, and they don't have the aspiration to, or the self control to.
it's harder for men, should women be surprised that guys have lower standards for sex than women?
No.
Not really, because I
No,
mean, they just
because you gotta get the pussy, you gotta get the nut
want
off.
to get it in, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I like you.
Don't women have the privilege of being more picky because they have more options?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless you're like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't women have the privilege of being more picky because they have more options?
I mean, even if you know what I'm talking about, you still finna get bagged.
Yes.
Silk
Have
and
you-
Sonic. I knew those.
You ever heard of
This
an
motherfucker's
incel?
a fan.
No.
An incel?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Nah, she's fucked up.
Have you ever heard of an incel?
No.
No.
I don't know what that shit is either, but I'm 17 years old. I don't know what you expect from me.
Okay, incel stands for involuntarily celibate, and it refers to a person who can't
For real, I feel like I said the incel to people before, and I meant something completely different, like a fucking idiot.
get any sex. Who is more likely to be
Oh, that is an incel. Yeah, you're an incel. Oh, because I'm celibate.
involuntarily
I guess I'm
celibate,
an
men
incel.
or women?
Men.
Wait, shut
Men. I think it's 1 in 3 men are not having sex right now.
Damn, and I'm really a part of the 1-3. Fuck.
In today's society, if a man goes up to a woman and asks her for her number or Snapchat,
You're fucked, nigga. You're fucked.
he's looked at as like a creep and a
Yeah,
pervert.
you're fucked, nigga, to put you on the
But
map.
if a woman goes up to a man, it's 100% okay.
100% every single time.
Is not okay to me.
Why are men shamed for not being able to get sex, but also shamed for trying to get sex?
Cause society.
That's a good question.
The sick of society.
I think it's the way they go about trying to get sex.
That is also true. There's some weird ass niggas out there.
Because women want relationships. Well, I can't say all women,
Not true. The majority of women nowadays just want to fuck. It's actually pretty interesting.
but a good amount of women want relationships, and
You would think that too, but I seen a video on TikTok. All the hoes was talking about some I never want to get married and shit. But I hope your kids never see you, bro. Cause imagine your mom like when your kids ask your dad like why you and mommy not together and shit and then you go your mom told me she didn't want to get cuffed up. She said she had too much life to experience. She was getting fucked by different niggas all the time. Nigga, just like imagine your mom like if your parents are married, imagine your mom fucking somebody else. That's disturbing.
when you meet the men that just want sex, it kind of tarnishes everything.
I guess.
Is it fair to shame men for being incels when women are the ones who control access to sex?
I don't think you should shame anybody for anything.
Yeah. W answer there, because I was gonna be like, you can't really.
Is it fair to shame men for being incels when women are the ones who control access to sex?
And I said no.
Not at all.
Isn't that victim shaming?
Yes, 100%.
I think it's kind of like.
Isn't every man who's been rejected temporarily an incel?
Yes.
Is it
Okay, yo, can we not talk about me like that shit? I'm right fucking here.
fair to portray incels
It's gotta
as
be
lazy,
disrespectful.
immature losers because they don't conform to women's standards and selectivity?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fucking incel. If a man can't
Fucking
get sex,
incel.
he might be made fun of and called names just for that.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
And then
If a girl don't have sex, be like, oh my god, girl, you know what? Time is coming. You finna find a nigga who's finna fuck you just right. And then for me though, it's damn nigga, you still can't get no pussy, nigga. We've been in school for 4 years, nigga. No pussy, nigga. That's one of the leading causes of my depression.
well, also I think if a man does get a lot of sex, it might be like everyone praises him also
Yes,
for
sir.
getting a lot of sex. So
Yes, sir. Like, damn nigga, you bagged that shit. Yeah,
I don't really think that
it's like a two.
there's a whole lot of men out there that are getting
Pussy.
shamed for having a lot of sex.
There's actually a majority. Did you not just hear the statistic that 1 out of 3 men? You do it. Alright.
Is it fair to portray
Fucking gap.
incels as
Oh shit, my fault.
lazy, immature losers because they don't conform to women's standards and selectivity?
Negative. No. Everybody is built different and has their own standards in life.
If a man does conform, does that make him a simp?
Negative. No.
What the fuck does conform? That's a big ass word, twin. Conform to what?
Why is it more acceptable to shame men for having low standards versus shaming women for having unrealistic high standards?
Cause women. Women are women, man. Cause women are women. It's literally because, like, you might think like logically, like, yo, that shit doesn't make any fucking sense, but that's the point.
That is right. I'm speechless on that one.
Oh yeah, you kind of got me flabbergasted on that one.
Right. You're fluttered. Don't know what to say.
Okay, I see why I thought it was a gap. No offense to you, I just like I saw a gap at first, and there's nothing wrong with having a gap. I just saw it and I didn't make. I just questioned.
Survival of the fittest. Whoever seems like they're about to get it in gets it in, and they continue
I
their.
wouldn't even call that survival of the fittest. I think it's a fucking hell. It's a social thing. I think nigga, you don't have to be attractive anymore in this day and age to have sex, bro. Just be like known, kinda, and like if people know you, you're gonna get pussy. Just because based off of the fact that niggas are like, it's like a weird thing, like being famous, kinda, type shit.
Genes and whatnot, but besides that, like, I don't know.
So would you say, based on that, that women ultimately control the evolution of society?
Yes, they do. They're like the reason why there will never be a lower number of single parents is because this is gonna sound terrible, but people will still continue to pick the wrong spouses because of these unrealistic standards or because of how they viewed this person before. Like a lot, especially this generation, I feel like a lot of people leave high school and leave like go to college with the mindset that yo, my nigga has to be like sexy as fuck and making money, all these figures and shit. And while you might find a nigga like that, the odds that nigga staying with you, especially like based off of what he does, is not really high. And also, you have to think realistically as well. Like a lot, like going out of high school, I want a hood nigga, who this, who that. Shawty, like, what the fuck did you expect that nigga to stay with you? The nigga is a hood nigga like that. Like he's gonna fuck other hoes because that's just what he does.
Yes.
Based on the men that they choose.
Yes, it's because it's like the mating rituals. Like they say yes or no in most breeds. You know,
So
like
then,
the
how are we
species.
living in a patriarchy where men have all the power?
Yeah, we do.
Just because that's how
We
society.
have the power in capitalism, twin. But that's a big ass word. That's not like a fucking genius. But socially, no, women run that shit.
It
right
was
now.
set up when women were supposed to stay home and take care of the kids, and the guys went out and did all that shit, and we're supposed to rely on them.
What is the longest you've
I
gone
think
without having
socially,
sex?
the women run that shit.
A year?
Yeah,
What is the
By
longest by
choice.
choice you've gone without having sex?
a year.
A year?
Yeah. I'm 17, 6 months, and a couple of days in. I give you niggas an update.
Probably like 18 years.
What
Damn,
What is the longest by
bro, twin. Well, I feel you.
choice you've gone without having sex?
Probably like a month.
Damn,
Who's more likely to lie about how long they've gone
damn.
without sex, men or women?
Hey, twin, I don't know if you want to drink some alcohol. Like, I'm been depressed right now. I feel like just drinking. I don't even smoke, but I probably smoke recently. It's just
Women.
Don't men lie about
Women.
getting more and women lie about getting less?
yes.
No.
Yes. Bro, yes, nigga. I know niggas that will be like, yeah, I fuck that bitch. Never fucked her. Then I know girls who be like, yeah, I never fucked with you. She fucked them, and the motherfucker like, I have 3 bodies. I know I have 1 body, but I don't count the other ones. Bitch, what is this, nigga? Is this an algebra question, nigga? How the fuck did you cancel this nigga out of the equation, nigga? This is not algebra, nigga. This is real fucking life, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't men lie about getting more and women lie about getting less?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because we're seen as being tarnished for the
Yeah.
more sex that we have.
Why are women who sleep around seen as sluts while men who sleep around are seen as studs?
Because she picks a lot compared to, I mean, this is, okay, you understand.
Because men don't want to see that their woman that they have prospect to be interested in has been with every man.
And that is valid.
Could it be because it's easier for a woman to be a slut?
Yes, it's very easy.
No,
Come on.
Well, don't women control access to sex?
they do, but there are many male sluts. They're just being praised for being that way.
But isn't it hard?
Yeah, but I'm saying for a male
For a
slut,
man to be-
I mean, whoa, let's be honest. A light-skinned nigga, curly hair nigga, some dreads or some shit, he's fucking hoes just because of his
Be a
archetype.
male slut than it is for a woman to be a female slut?
Depends on the man.
Wouldn't you
Nah,
say that?
she's talking about a sexy nigga. You see, that's how she's smiling. Oh, that's gay as fuck. But she's talking about a sexy nigga. I know.
I
what she's
value
talking
men
about.
with lots of options are rare.
Yeah.
So then, wouldn't you say that it's more likely for your average woman to be a female
Yes.
slut than your average man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Women sleep with who they want. Men sleep with who they can.
Damn. That's facts. Oh my God, it's facts.
Facts.
Facts. That's facts.
What's the difference
Facts.
between shaming a woman for being a slut and shaming a man for being an incel?
A difference is that the man will still fuck the slut, but the woman will not fucking incel.
In other words, why are women shamed for having too much sex while men are shamed for not getting any sex?
It's an interesting world we live in, man.
Well, women can't have sex without being attached in some
Not true.
way.
Not true. Not true at all.
It's just in our innate.
No, that's not true. Have you seen these niggas that come out the woodworks now? It's just insane, Charlie.
What do you mean they
I know a bitch who fucks a nigga, tells that nigga I love them, and the next day she fucks another nigga, his homeboy. This shit is kind of insane.
What do you mean they can't have sex?
Not that they can't have sex. They can't have sex without having some type of emotional attachment.
Why do you think
Not true, because wasn't there like a study the other day that said women are more likely to cheat? Shout out to Rap.
men are more likely to be able to have sex without feelings than women?
Because
Actually-
you guys are made to procreate.
It's VR.
The name is involuntarily celibate, so the man is not choosing.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice for that one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
us females, we definitely have a choice to be a slut or not.
Well, because women control access to sex.
I control whether you take my clothes off or not.
Don't women?
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but there is certain cases where rape happens. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. Don't take the video down, YouTube. This was obviously just me analyzing this in a respectful manner. I love women. I support women. YouTube, please don't cancel this video.
Women have a choice to be a slut, but a man doesn't have a choice to be an incel.
Yeah.
So then why would it be worse to call a woman a slut than it is to call a man an incel?
It's not.
I don't know why it would be worse.
But our society labels it as worse.
No, it is worse though.
They label being an incel worse than being a slut?
Yeah, I think being an incel is worse than being a slut. As an incel myself, right? A slut, right? Sluts are the coolest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. Like, if she had those experiences without having to fuck those niggas, she's probably the most marriable woman in the entire planet. You might be saying, what are you talking about, nigga? That's insane to say out loud. Have you ever met a slut who wasn't cool as fuck? Have you ever met a stripper? Have you ever seen a video with a stripper in it where the stripper isn't cool as fuck? Or have you niggas never seen videos of porn stars just interacting with people? Them niggas are cool. Them niggas look chill as fuck. Them niggas, the only problem is that they fuck a lot.
Well, in other words, a lot of
it's kind of like something where it's like, okay, if you knew that, then how can you grow past to see that they're more than just their body count? That's just very difficult to do, and I'm just not ready for that in my life.
women resent being called a slut when they have a choice to be a slut, but it's okay for men to be called incels when men don't have a choice to be an incel because men don't control access to sex.
No, they don't.
I think men don't have the choice on what they're doing, but nowadays with social media going the way it is, women have actually embraced slut.
Yes, sir. Way more sluts in the world now.
And that's the problem.
Do you think women today are more interested in relationships or hookups?
Hookups.
You know, I would say more hookups today.
Why?
Because they have all these rappers, you know, influencing them, like, they're trying to play the role as men, you know, they're trying to play us out of our money, and it's bullshit.
Me personally, I'm more interested in relationships. Women nowadays, I think, are more worried about their careers and hookups.
So if women are more interested in hookups, how can a man let a woman know he just wants to hook up without making her feel like a slut?
There isn't a way, no matter what.
So aren't we kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't?
Yes, you are.
Would you rather have the best sex you've ever had or the best food you've ever eaten?
Sex.
Best food you ever eaten.
You're fucking crazy, shawty. Well, that's an interesting
food
question.
for sure.
Best food I've ever eaten.
I'm a foodie. I like food.
Would you rather eat all the junk food you want without gaining weight?
Junk food you want without gaining weight.
Or have unlimited sex without being slut-shamed?
Unlimited sex without being slut-shamed.
What the fuck? Yo. Nigga, if I could eat whatever the fuck I wanted every single day without getting fat, do you know how depressing being fat is, nigga? Do you know how many times I wanted to slit my fucking neck? And I can eat whatever the fuck I want and lose weight? Are you insane, nigga? Are you insane? I could beat my man. I don't give a I mean, it's different because I guess for me it'd be like, would you rather be an incel? And I mean, fuck, I'd be an incel. To be honest, God, I ain't gonna lie, being bigger just makes me fucking depressed.
Who are the bigger slut-shamers, men or women?
Women.
Women?
Yeah, it's actually women. I just wanted to make sure she said women.
Why?
You would think it would be men. It's actually women.
Why are there men who shame women for being sluts when men also complain about how hard it is to get laid? Are those the same men?
No.
No. I think the men that are calling women sluts are looking for a woman that aren't sluts.
Yeah.
If a woman's body count doesn't matter, why is it typically the first thing women bring up to shame another woman they are jealous of?
That's insane! It's insane, right? It's insane, right? I haven't got a body count. Oh, you're a sexist, fat, fuck you, black piece of shit. This is why slavery was such a great thing that ever happened. But when she brings up her body count, oh, bitch, you just mad because you can't get dick like how I can get dick. What the fuck is that? Come on.
In other words, why would a woman ever slut shame another woman?
I don't know.
Because they know deep down body count does matter.
It does.
Is the main reason women don't want to be easy is because they don't want to be shamed?
Yes.
Or could it be that they don't want to relinquish their sexual power over men?
Shamed. It's always about.
I don't think
it's about shame.
either one of those.
You see, you're crazy, Shadi, because it's about the mental that comes as.
I think the reason why women don't want to be easy is because we don't want to have a body count, because we want to find somebody that wants us for who we
Nah, nigga, y'all be horny as fuck. Give y'all some Casamigos.
are. And the guys that we're looking for don't want a woman with high body count.
So,
Why is it okay
that's
for
a
women to
argument.
feel entitled to be protected and provided for, but it's wrong for men to feel entitled to sex and intimacy?
oh my God, that's the question. Like, here's a great example. If I fly you out, I live in Florida, and you live in like Pennsylvania, right? You bad as fuck. I fly you out, right? I fly you down here. I take you on some dates and shit. If you think realistically that we're gonna link after I paid a couple $100 for your fucking ticket, and then you get here, I pay a couple $100 for a meal. If I take you out to the mall, I pay a couple hundred, maybe couple $1,000 to buy you some clothes or shit. Or we have a great time for the week that you're here. That's like a multi-$1,000 move, right? Motion, right? If you think that you're gonna come here and cuddle with me, are you fucking insane? And I know what you might be saying is, wow, consent doesn't matter. I think that it should be obvious that I flew you the fuck out here after talking to you for a while anyways, with the idea that I was gonna be in your fucking body. So if I'm not in your body, shawty, realistic, like, just personally, I just feel like, you feel me? Yeah. Cause that's some money that you can't get back. You can't
I
get
think
back.
after being provided for so long, and once you're comfortable in the relationship, that men are going to expect for you to be intimate with them at a certain point.
Are women doing men a
There's a threshold, shot. It's called 2 bands, bro. I feel like if you spend more than 2 bands on a bitch, and that, that sounds bad. let me rewind a little bit. If you spend 2 bands on a woman, and y'all are not platonic friends, and when I mean platonic friends, I mean like y'all are just close as fuck as friends, like y'all just locked in like that for real. Like you, like when you think about this person, like that's like yo. Like not like no high school sister cousin bullshit, but like your actual blood type shit. Okay, there's no real limit to that. I mean, obviously, I'm not buying you whatever the fuck you want because you have niggas now, and that's that as fuck. But from that jurisdiction, from that display, like there's a 2,000 threshold on like these shies that you're trying to fuck with. If you spend more than 2,000, like if you spend 1,000 on a bitch in high school, you're crazy as fuck, right? Because high school you ain't even making money like that for real. But in real life, real world, if you spend 2 bands on a bitch and you didn't fuck, nigga, you're down terrible. Kill yourself. And you might be saying, that's a kind of drastic. I want to kill myself too, so we'll both do it. But you, nigga, before I even go, nigga, you gotta go. Fast as fuck, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
favor by giving them sex?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
For a moment.
If a woman rewards a man with sex, why is there still pressure on him to perform and satisfy her?
I feel like men can be selfish.
But girls will not come back if they're not like doing
Sexually
well.
pleased.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's my biggest fear is my dick not big enough for her to come back.
why should a man have to earn
I don't know why that.
the opportunity to please you sexually?
Because women get to decide everything in other species, so why not human species?
That's actually not true, but hey.
Okay, but then if that's true, then why do we complain about being in a male-dominated patriarchy where men control women?
Damn. I like your hair, shawty.
Because
Damn.
it's the hunter and gatherer type of discussion. Because we had to stay at home and wait for the men to come and hunt and bring that shit back to us for us to like cook and shit. So that's where it started.
Are there female incels?
I think so, maybe.
I think if you're, there is some. No, I think it's very rare because niggas really do fuck anything. Like you'd have to like you would have to be some wild shit would have to happen for you as a female to never have sex, for niggas to never want to fuck you. Like I'm sorry, like I've seen niggas fuck bitches who look like actual men.
Would it be fair for society to shame a lonely old cat lady for being involuntarily celibate?
And you think it's crazy, right? He just said cat lady like as a good example. That's a terrible example because I've seen older niggas that will fuck some cat.
No.
ladies.
How likely are men to have sex with a lonely woman out of pity?
Highly.
I guess it depends on who you ask. I'd say
70%.
pretty likely.
Yes, 70%.
How likely are women to have sex with lonely men out of pity?
0%. 0 to 10%.
Oh, unlikely.
0
They
to
just
10%.
want men that are rich and famous.
How
Twin.
likely are women to have sex with lonely men out of pity?
0 to 10%.
Not so likely.
0 to 10%.
Why is that?
Because a woman wants a man.
Unless his dick is like massive. That's the 10%. You might be saying pause. There's no pause. Fuck that. No.
And that looks
If that nigga has a big dick and like she knows she has a big dick, maybe then.
strong and feels strong, and she feels like she's going to be protected, and that's what they look for. So if you look like you're the weak one cowering in the corner, she's probably not going to go up to you.
It's insane.
Men think that there are these issues. Like, if you were more confident, or if you just like put yourself out there more, you just like, "F it, whatever, just do it." I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what the woman's standards are. That's what they're attracted to.
Let me ask you this. So if you woke up tomorrow and you were a guy and you wanted to get laid like most guys do, how would you do it?
I'd go to a bar, find my pretty girl sitting at the bar, sit down, and I'd ask them if I could buy them a drink.
Your ass is going to prison, shawty. You see, you ain't thinking right. Are you insane in this society for me to go sit next to a bitch? Number one, if she's by herself in the first place, nigga, it's a fucking setup, okay? Nigga, if a bitch is at a bar right now by herself, right, and you see her, do not, and I want you to understand this, do not go sit next to her. Nigga, why the fuck is she there by herself, number one, right? Because why are you not with your friends, right? There's no way none of your friends came with you and you went there by yourself. She could be like, oh, my girlfriend's in the bathroom. Okay. Even then, why did you go with her? That's kind of crazy. Maybe I want to stay at the table. Okay. And then if that's the case, I'll be like, okay. Even then, twin, I would never do some shit like that. That's how they catch your ass, man. That's how they catch your ass versus real life.
Literally. That's all you have to do. Make yourself there. Present yourself. Be confident.
You think
I understand that, but if that was true, why would there be so many guys who complain about being stuck in the friend zone?
Damn.
Because they're too busy trying to be the nice guy. They're not actually presenting.
So treat them like shit. That's what you're saying, shawty.
Themselves that they want this. They're looking like the friend, so we see them as a friend.
Damn.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
I like a gentleman.
Pause.
Is it
I don't even say pause, but that had to pause because I wouldn't say it like that. I would like, or her nigga or something.
fair to say women lust after bad boys that want to settle down with nice guys?
Yes.
And that's why you never cuff a hoe. Jesus, imagine you're friends with a girl that her entire life she wants to fuck with these hood niggas, and then
How do bad boys treat women?
Like shit.
Like shit.
What's the difference between a man who spoils his woman and a man who's whipped?
The fuck?
What's the difference between a man that spoils his woman and a man that's whipped?
The fuck is whipped?
His level of consent and his part in happiness in doing whatever he's doing for his woman.
You are a
If he's not happy doing it, if he's resenting her,
It depends on the authority that he puts down. Like,
What the
there
fuck
could
does
be a
whip
man that spoils his woman in a certain way. He takes her to dinner, he takes her out, he takes her on vacation.
And he doesn't, and she's gonna cheat on that nigga for some nigga with the 401k and shit. I don't know what a 401k means, but with ass credit.
And then there's the men that literally bow down hand and foot for their women, that their women are running all over them.
And ain't gonna lie, nigga, if that is you, you're a bitch. And I ain't gonna lie, I slap you and your son, nigga. Your baby, nigga.
Quinn expects to be.
Come on, man. Come on. You really finna. And the reason why I'm slapping your son is because you raised that nigga. And that nigga, I gotta teach that nigga that he can't be like you.
Spoiled. Doesn't that mean she expects her man to be whipped?
No.
No.
Do men shame each other for being whipped?
Yes.
The same way women slut shame each other for being easy?
Yes.
No.
I don't
No, it's not the same thing. A nigga be like, yo, I wouldn't do that personally.
know about that. I do know that men will shame their friends for being whipped, and I think that's a problem with the patriarchy.
Does ever?
You're a W feminist. I just want you to understand though. I know a nigga who's whipped right now, and I hate that nigga.
Every incel.
Like that's my actual blood. Like that's like Like if they're shooting up the shit, we like either we not one of us finna die, nigga. We both probably finna die from that shit. Like if some niggas fuck with us, but the way that nigga is right now,
hate women.
I hate that nigga.
Does every feminist hate men?
Yes.
Pro-
Not extreme feminist. Yes.
Probably, yeah.
It's actually kind of insane.
Yes.
Does every incel hate women?
No, they love women.
I don't believe every
They want to have sex with them.
incel hates women. I think that they might be shyer than most men. I think more alpha males and
Saying incels aren't alpha. I'm not no bitch, twin. I'm
end up
just
getting
being
more
honest.
sex than more beta males do.
I'm not no beta, shawty. I'm being completely honest. It's just I'm ugly as fuck, and because of the high school I went to.
Does every feminist hate men?
Yes.
Huh? Yes.
This is actually getting. Yeah.
I'm not a feminist. I
Damn. Fuck them.
am more of a traditional woman, so I really can't speak on the feminist woman because I don't agree with most of them.
Damn.
What is the patriarchy?
She's a feminist as fuck.
Patriarchy is. You're gonna make me describe this.
How do you define it?
Well, the old white men in
I'm black.
who have deemed what is acceptable for
I'm black.
men and women, the roles of men and women,
I'm
social
black.
norms, the leads. It's all back to old white men deciding
So fuck. So you're saying feminists hate white men?
for everybody.
And if that's the case, fuck them. Shout out Sneeko. Hey, he really put your shit on the map. He really put your shit on the map. Hey man, hope y'all niggas like, comment, subscribe. Let me get a kiss.